Welcome to this overview of MAST Testlet levels and how they help educators, administrators, and families understand student learning throughout the year. Today, we'll walk through the different types of MAST reports, why Montana moved from performance bands to performance levels, how the scales work, and how educators can use this information to support student success. Let's get started. As MAST has expanded statewide, educators are asking a few major questions. What reports are available for MAST? Why did Testlet bands change to performance levels this year? Why did Testlets use 3 performance levels, while through-year or summative reports use 4 achievement levels? How should educators use performance levels? And are there any score reports that estimate student achievement throughout the year? Let's begin by reviewing the reports that are currently available. MAST provides 3 main types of reports. The first are Testlet reports. These are available weekly throughout the 3 testing windows and include student Testlet reports, classroom, school, and district level Testlet reports, and hand-scored performance test reports available after the conclusion of window 2. New this year are progress reports. These are available at the end of windows 1 and 2. These bring together all of the Testlets that are taken up to those points to project where student scores would be compared to proficiency at that point. Through-year or summative reports combine all of the Testlets across the year into a final scale score and achievement level that are used for accountability. Let's take a closer look at Testlet reports. Testlet reports are designed to give teachers timely instructional feedback. They are short and targeted, helping educators identify misconceptions in math, review standard clusters in ELA, examine item-level performance, and pair findings with classroom observations. Each testlet uses 3 performance levels: below, near, or at proficiency. These levels are based on students' estimated summative scale score with a wide conservative range to avoid overclassifying students as proficient when the evidence is limited. In comparison, through-year reports serve a very different purpose. They combine all testlets administered throughout the school year and produce a scale score from 250 to 400 and one of 4 achievement levels: novice, partially proficient, or advanced. These reports are used for accountability, year-to-year trend analysis, and school and district reporting. Because they use a much larger body of evidence, they can support a more precise classification than Testlet reports. This difference in purpose is exactly why the scales don't match and why they shouldn't. You will notice that the 2025-2026 Testlet reports look a little bit different from the year before. Replacing the performance bands of last year are performance levels for this year. Let's take a look at where these performance levels came from. During the 2024-2025 school year, MAST used performance bands, which compared each student to other students who took a similar testlet across the state. Bands always split students into 3 equal groups: top third, middle third, and bottom third. But these did not reflect whether a student was meeting grade level expectations. After the 2024-2025 administration, Montana completed its standard setting process, which established grade level proficiency expectations and cut scores for all achievement levels. This made it possible for testlets to move from peer comparison to standards-based levels. Now, levels answer a much more useful question. Is this student performing at, near, or below grade level expectations right now? Rather than, how did this student do compared to other students? With this move, a few questions have come up. First of which is, why can students miss a different number of questions and still be in the same level? And the answer is very important. Testlets vary in difficulty, so performance levels are based on scale scores, not raw percent correct. This means that a more difficult testlet allows students to miss more questions and still demonstrate proficiency level performance. An easier testlet may require more correct answers to show the same level of evidence. Because levels are tied to statewide proficiency scale, the system adjusts for difficulty to ensure fairness and consistency across all testlets. Educators also sometimes notice that students may miss just one item and shift from a level 3 to a level 2. This happens because levels are based on how the evidence aligns to proficiency, not the number of correct responses. Short assessments magnify the impact of individual items. Some items assess more complex skills, which provide stronger evidence of proficiency. A student may reach level 3 with fewer correct answers on a difficult testlet, but need more correct answers on an easier one. This isn't a penalty. It's the system ensuring that level 3 means the same thing across all testlets. Just a few things to keep in mind as we look at using testlets. Performance levels should always be used with professional judgment. Let's take a look at how to support that decision making. Looking at a student level testlet report, we can use these to help identify misconceptions in math, support small group or individual instruction, and pair results with classroom evidence. It's really important to not just look at the levels, but also dig into that misconception, the standard information, and also look at the item level information to understand why students are fitting into those various levels. And just remember, items vary in difficulty and contribute differently to each one of those performance levels. At the classroom level, testlets can help spot patterns across standards or clusters. It can help adjust pacing and instructional emphasis, and also help facilitate meaningful PLC discussions. At the school level, testlet reports can help identify grade level or content area trends, help target professional learning, and support MTSS Tier 1 and Tier 2 planning. And finally, at the district level, testlet reports can help examine system-wide strengths and needs, align curriculum and resources, and set improvement priorities for the year. This year, we also have progress reports available at the end of Windows 1 and 2. Progress reports bridge the gap between testlet snapshots and summative reporting. They bring together multiple testlets and show cumulative performance across the year. These translate results into 4 progress levels and provide early signals on whether students are below, near, meeting, or exceeding proficiency. This enables timely intervention and helps educators plan long before that summative report is released. This is a view of a progress report after window 1, where you can see the estimated achievement compared to the 4 summative achievement levels and how students have performed on every testlet they've completed so far. In a window 2, that estimate is updated based on the additional testlet information that has been provided. The confidence interval has become smaller because we are more confident about that estimation, and additional testlet information is provided. Educators can access a full set of interpretive guides, score report examples, focus support videos, and help materials through the MAST portal. For questions and support, contact the OPI Assessment Help Desk through our email or our phone number. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about how the MAST performance levels work and how they can help support high-quality instruction throughout the year. By understanding the purpose of testlets, progress reports, and through your reporting, educators gain clear insight into student learning and can take action sooner to support success.